I'm a massive nerd.
I would not take it that you're a massive nerd at 14 who was hanging out at rock
no
shows
one takes
running
that,
sound.
man, but I literally am a tech guy. I play video games all day, every day.
So here's this is before we get into the next spirit. But did you ever play D&D?
No.
Oh,
so I had a huge group of friends that did, and between their campaigns, I always asked. And they always said, no, we're in the middle of one, or no, we just got another guy. Or
but you didn't have a DM that would let you come in and just play a couple of...
No, they took it seriously. Like, way too seriously. They dressed up, they did the whole thing, and I loved it. And I just played my first hometown show ever in Fort Worth as the first show of this tour without G-Funers, just headlining. And I saw all of them, and it was amazing. And I literally said to him, I was like, I'm still waiting. It's been 11 years, and I am going to play. And I've been asked every now and then, but I have this weird, like, thing where I just want to play with my group of friends. Like, I want to be introduced with the people that I saw originally play it. I don't want to just hop in with someone.
You have that crew.
But I do play Magic.
Hey, dude.
Fucking love Magic.
Dude, Magic? So since you're on tour, have you got into Magic the Gathering, the card game, online?
No. So
MTG?
I tried it for a little bit. It just, I want to hold them.
Having the art is a different...
And having the people in front of me, too. Like,
I will say... As not a big Magic person who doesn't do a lot of reading, I'm very much reflex, and
right.
I'm a red deck kind of guy. I want to throw goblins down.
My whole deck is red, and I also built it card for card. I went around to comic shops across the U.S. and one card at a time. It took me like a year to build this one deck, dude.
So you definitely you got some nerd in you.
I definitely do.
You will appreciate this question that goes along with our strongest. This is Barrel Flag from Old Harbor Distilling right here in San Diego. Scubic's finest. This is their Navy Strength rum, 57% ABV. Big boy.
That's a heavy hitter.
Yeah, I mean you can probably light it on fire, but let's not.
What's the percent?
57?
Maybe.
He's all, do I have a lighter on me? No. Do not burn down my studio. So, third question to go along with our third rum. So in D&D, there's this thing called the Deck of Many Things, and in that, there are different cards that completely change the game. One of them is called the Fates, that allows you to completely unravel time and space and go back and either avoid or erase an event for whatever reason. What in your life would you take out?
Not one thing.
Not one thing.
Not a single thing.
I had a feeling that was going to be the answer.
Not a damn thing.
So
like literally, if you would have asked me that last year, I would have had a list, but not a damn thing.
So you've taken what at the last couple of years of the pandemic and just made lemonade out of it.
Yeah, I guess like I had a really bad childhood and like not good teenage years, and then late teenage years became just a bad guy. Like, I was not fun to be around. I screwed over a lot of my friends. I mistreated pretty much everyone in my life and just became someone I didn't like. And then I moved away right before the pandemic. I sold my bar. I just tried to do a reset, and then the pandemic happened and forced me to do a reset. And then I decided I was going to compile everything that I hated about myself and everything in all of my situations and create Letdown. And that's why I called it Letdown. Just, it was a reflection of who I thought I was. And looking back now, why would I, every single thing that I went through, it just made it. It made this. And this is what my dream was when I was a little kid, and I had abandoned it. And I literally just posted TikTok videos because I thought it would be cool to revisit it a little bit. I didn't know that this was going to become a career. I had no idea. I actually did not even necessarily want to be an artist. But here we are.
Here we are. And
I wouldn't change a damn thing.
Cheers to not changing anything in life. And
even the bad parts that I really kind of want to, but no.
No, dude, that's awesome. That speaks a lot to your character and who you are, and you're kind of related back to your songcraft and your storytelling. Your songs aren't bubblegum and pop. They are gritty. They're a reflection of you and your story and what you've been through.
Yeah, I just think lessons are better learned the hard way. They always are.
Yeah, I told you she's gonna be hot and spicy. Woohoo! Yeah, yes, sir. I got him with this one. That there's a reason I put this at the end with the nerdy question because we got to get to this.
This is that one that you drink at 3, 4 a.m. when the party's ending and you can handle it,
Yeah,
but you really can't. But you can.
What you should have probably not done at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. It's like me when I'm playing. What do I do? I think the game I'm playing the most right now is like Warzone with all my friends. And you don't realize it. I'll set a bottle of rum on my desk and a cup of ice. And I pour one, and I'm like 10 seconds into the game. I'm like, when did you get empty? And like, and that's drinking. At 9 p.m. And then 3:45 in the morning rolls around, and the bottle's like all the way down. And I'm like, no, I'm not drunk. And my guys are like, Blake, you're standing in a corner not doing anything. And I'm like, no, bro, I haven't even ever touched alcohol, man.
That's why is all the rum gone? And then you stand up and go, oh.
That's why Jack Sparrow walks like that.
That's why it's gone.
Because he's drunk on a boat, dude.
Seriously, being drunk on a boat is the best way to handle the waves. It's needing to be drunk when you get off the boat.
I feel like it's the countering. Like, if you get drunk when you're on the boat, you feel like more sober because you're kind of get gyroscopic for a minute. You know,
you can balance yourself out. But when you get onto land after many days at sea, you start to find yourself swaying in your chair because you don't have any movement to you.
Cruises are one of my favorite things. I've been on 9 of them.
Really?
Dude, I love cruises.
All right, bonus question. Favorite cruise?
Line?
I mean, just the favorite cruise you ever took. Like, was it to Cozumel? Was it to Alaska?
Caribbean, and it was with the Princess Cruise Line.
Oh, excellent. My first cruise was Princess at a Fort Lauderdale.
Dude, incredible.
And Best Buy had bought the entire boat.
Really?
And took all their employees. And my roommate at the time was a Best Buy employee, and he didn't have a +1, so I became the +1. And that was my first introduction, a private boat that was all just catered to Best Buy people. And we went to Keys, and then we jumped to Cozumel, and then back to Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
So much fun. Man,
dude, I loved the Princess Line. That boat's huge.
Huge, and so many fun things and bars.
So the Princess Line was like more catered to adults. Like Royal Caribbean's like all around. Norwegian's mostly kind of adult, but they do have kids stuff. Then Carnival's like Carnival.
We just did the Disney one that sails out of San Diego.
And then there's the Disney one. How was that?
I loved it.
That's the only one I haven't done.
It was we left on Sunday, got back on Thursday, went day at sea in Cabo for a day at sea back, and then here in port.
Because I know that the reason that I didn't ever go on a Disney, because back when I was doing cruises all the time, I think it was them that had that food poisoning thing that everyone was freaking out about.
I thought that was all the
and I was just like, guys, you're eating food flown in from international, like you're in the middle of the ocean, chill out. You're gonna get sick at some point from something, like.
I was very protective.
Take a chance.
Was very protective when I was in Mexico. I was I was drinking.
You can't just be eating the street food, man.
Well, I ate the street food. The one thing that always gets me is I forget about the ice.
Yes.
Because they make ice, but they make it out of the water that's not filtered, and you're like, oh, I'm doing so good, and then all of a sudden
you look at the ice cube and it's cloudy. And
nope.
Even at home in your fridge, if your ice cubes are cloudy, change your filter
every time.
They need to be clear. They're supposed to be clear.
Our tip of the day: if your ice cubes are cloudy, change your filter.
I do it all the time. I go to friends' house and I get ice, and I'm like, these things are like sheets of paper you can't see through. I'm like, dude.
I'm sorry.
How are you feeling? You been sick lately?
Do we need to talk? Yeah. All right. I know you got a show tonight at the Casbah. It has been a pleasure enjoying these rums with you. Enjoy the rest of what San Diego has to offer, and I'll give you my taco joint, and you can go get some lunch.
I will leave me with one thing. Where do I go to have fun and have the best food here?
Oh,
what's the best time? If you had to narrow all of your experience down to one, what do I do?
Damn. The best time, if you're looking for food, probably the Mission Hills, Little Italy area.
Because I'm from Texas, where we pride ourselves in the tacos. And I heard San Diego is the only competitor.
Oh, you're
probably better is what I've heard.
I'm going to send you to the one taco that will change your life.
All right, tell me.
You will text me after I tell you about this place and thank me for sending you there. But you, if you don't know, aren't going to find out because we're done.